Om Bhurбhuvassuvaḥam Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam. Sairam everyone, so we continue our videos, our discussion on message given by Sathya Sai Baba about Bhagavad Gita. And just I have a wonderful book and I consider this book as a central message given by our Swami Sri Sathya Sai, spiritual philosophical message. And that is a book, by the way, from the Ashram bookshop, and that's Divine Discourses of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba on Bhagavad Gita. Okay, 1984, August and September 1984, Sathya Sai gave 34 wonderful and great discourses on Bhagavad Gita. And this book, it's according to my opinion, is the really central message given by Swami about Vedic spirituality and just his own philosophy. You know, I'm traveling in India, I'm staying in India for many years, and you know, I came to India for the first time. That was actually beginning of 90s, and almost I'm staying in India. Of course, I'm traveling a lot, but mostly I'm staying in India. Sometimes it's put party, like right now, and that is the Sathya Sai main ashram, and of course I'm visiting different ashrams and different gurus. For many years I was learning meditation of Kriya Yoga from my personal meditation master whose name was Yogi Rama, and he passed away 2006. But you know, when I just speak with the people in India or with the people in Europe, for example, in Germany or in the United States and Russia, quite many people, by the way, including Sai devotees, you know, actually we have a lot of misunderstanding about Sri Sathya Sai Baba, his message. And of course I'm not going to say that I know the real message, but at least let me speculate, let me slightly discuss all that doubts and misunderstandings. You know, of course Sathya Sai was and is the greatest miracle maker, the greatest healer, if you wish, on earth. But I mean to say that many, even devotees, forgetting about his philosophical message. And you know, the Sathya Sai was not only the divine master who was, okay, materialized rings and different statures and japamalas, and he was not only the great master and a healer who was, okay, like healing a lot of people and producing all that outside miracles. No, first of all, he is a spiritual master, because he is a divine incarnation, and for sure he came and incarnated himself on this planet Earth not to perform miracles, but I mean to transform people's consciousness. And it means, okay, when we speak about his message on Bhagavad Gita, that is his philosophical mission, which is extremely important. And this video and some of my previous videos, they are actually about, you know, this attempt to bring more attention to the philosophical message of Sathya Sai, which is extremely important and extremely you know, beneficial for our spiritual life. And unfortunately, quite often even Sai devotees just missing the point, according to my observation. Of course, guys, you can buy this wonderful book in the ashram shop yourself and read it, and I'm not going to just to explain what is actually absolutely clear in this book, but let us just think together about some aspects of the Swami's teaching, and maybe I'm sure it can be helpful. Okay, historical Krishna actually, well, we don't know for sure when he lived, but we suppose that it was something like 3 or 4 thousand years before Jesus. And well, what is also extremely important in the line of Bhagavad Gita, that the Bhagavad Gita is written something like 10 or maybe 15 centuries after historical Krishna. And well, this is, as you know pretty well, 18 chapters, which is actually a conversation between great divine master Krishna and his major disciple Arjuna. And it took place just on the battlefield, you know, like just a few moments before great battle, great war, which is Mahabharata. And well, the location of this event is Kurukshetra field, and basically it's not so far from Delhi, North India. And now many archaeological and historical research going on about, is it really so that on that field, which is Kurukshetra, really this battle took place, really happened, or is it maybe not so? And of course it's even now quite open question, but many scientists, they believe that actually there is no evidence that this battle between Pandavas and Kauravas took place on the Kurukshetra field. And you know what is the wonderful about this commentaries given by Sathya Sai Baba, that he is not bringing us to historical authenticity of the Bhagavad Gita or not. That's not the question for this book, but the question is symbolical meaning, and that's much more important. So, historical Krishna was 10 or 15 centuries before Bhagavad Gita was written by sage Vyasadeva. And scientists are not sure that this battle really took place on this Kurukshetra place, which is, okay, according to the Bhagavad Gita text, is the place where this conversation just before this battle started, okay, this conversation about spirituality and divine evolution happened. Okay, Arjuna started to ask questions, and his divine friend and divine master Krishna, he gave to him wonderful and brilliant answers and spiritual instructions. So anyway, let us not pay attention to the historical facts, which are not so important, okay, at least for me personally. And when I read all that wonderful 34 discourses of Sathya Sai Baba, for him it is also not so important. Important is the symbolical meaning. You know, in this book, Sathya Sai is telling that the war between Pandavas and Kauravas lasted only for 18 days. Well, quite many historians actually, they're more or less sure that such a huge war really took place in North India, something like, well, 5 or 6 thousand years back. But then Sathya Sai telling us quite important that okay, but the war between good and bad continued throughout our life. And it means that this war actually, okay, in a Bhagavad Gita, is the war which happened inside consciousness of each and every human being. In the very beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, disciple of the Krishna, he expressed his, well, more or less depression, because Arjuna didn't want to start this battle, because, okay, for him it was obvious that the result going to be awful. Many people will die, and actually that's what happened. All Kauravas, they were killed by Pandavas. So in the beginning Arjuna didn't want even to start this battle. And you know, what was the answer, the reaction by Krishna? Very interesting. Actually, he told his disciple, oh, come on, you have to fulfill your dharma, you have to fulfill your, you know, to complete your job, you have to go and fight. And that's extremely, really complicated instruction given by Krishna. You know, many people right now in the 21st century ask the question, who knows, maybe Arjuna was right, maybe it's not proper to go and kill your enemies, and you know, why Krishna as a divine incarnation gives such a strange instruction to his disciple, okay, to fight and kill. But the point is that if we try to understand Bhagavad Gita message literally, historically, then of course it's a crazy stuff. How it's possible that Krishna as a divine incarnation, as embodiment of love and compassion, could instruct his disciple go and kill. The point is, and actually that's what Sathya Sai is pointing to us, that it's that everything what is actually happened in the Bhagavad Gita is symbolical. One of the center of the discussion is actually dharma. Dharma, what does mean dharma? And for many years, especially Westerners are trying to translate properly this Sanskrit terminology, including dharma. And some gurus, masters, just translators, they put dharma as okay, to be good, not to behave in an evil way. In a sense, it's nice, but not complete, not perfect translation of the this terminology, which is dharma. Dharma means, according to my observation, according to my understanding, is to fulfill one's purpose, life purpose. If you live your life according to your life purpose, that is the meaning, to live life according to the dharma. And you know, dharma or life purpose, your life mission is always divine, because if you're really able to understand your life purpose, it means that you are able to understand your soul, the purpose actually why Lord God let you to be born on this wonderful planet Earth. And you know, if you're able to understand your life purpose, you are immediately put yourself in the position of service. and you immediately become instrument in the hands of divinity. Okay, what does it mean to fight? Why Krishna insists that his disciple Arjuna must go and fight? That's not literal meaning. It's not like war in a physical, literal meaning of the word. It's not just you go and kill somebody whom you don't like. The meaning is to fight in a sense, to be brave enough to act and to construct, to build your life according to your life purpose, according to your dharma. And okay, what is my experience, that quite many people basically know and intellectually, theoretically understand what is my life purpose, but only a limited number of people are able to really live life according to the life purpose. And for that you have to be brave enough, you have to be free from fear, you have to be warrior, what in Sanskrit we call a kshatriya. Kshatriya means warrior, and that is the meaning of fighting. That is the meaning of that necessity to act. In this book, Sathya Sai discussing this really mysterious connection between Kurukshetra and Dharmakshetra. The meaning of the Kurukshetra, that's actually the place which is not so far from New Delhi, North India, and we suppose that this great battle took place, which is questionable, maybe historically nothing like that happened there, but anyway, we have this place even now. But the symbolically speaking, Kurukshetra means just your life. This is the space, the meaning of your life, and struggle of your life. And this struggle happened, emotionally, intellectually, socially, in your business, job, family, whatever, in your social environment, that's your life. And then Sathya Sai, he is telling that we have to transform this Kurukshetra, just fighting in your life, into Dharmakshetra. So that means life which is which is your mission, life which is your life purpose. So it means in the beginning your life is just struggle in the beginning, but then when you step by step understand your life purpose, your mission in this in this life, then you transform your life into Dharmakshetra, and you begin to you start to live life according to the really meaning. It's become meaningful. Let me complete this video for today. Anyway, I'm planning to continue to make new videos about this book or based on this book, because it's actually a great source of inspiration and breakthrough experiences. And really, if you read and contemplate the meaning of these commentaries given by Sathya Sai Baba on Bhagavad Gita, it can produce a huge breakthrough experience and reset experience in your life, because everything is actually, first of all, it must happen in your consciousness. If in your consciousness you experience reset, transformation, aha moment, then all the rest may happen in your life. And I'm sure that Bhagavad Gita and the way we may understand it with the help of Sathya Sai and his divine discourses on Bhagavad Gita is a huge source of knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration. So God bless you, Sai Ram. See you next time.